Anybody there? Let's see who shows up. Let me get my other phone out. That way I can check the chat. Hey, Fly Fishing Ninja, what's up, man? Hey, I was actually hoping that you was going to be in here because guess what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to. I actually already kind of have a 10 car rod and I didn't even realize it. Hey, Game Boy 4, man, what's going on? But I actually kind of have a 10 car rod already. And it's basically what it is it's like a 12-foot long um, cane pole. And I'm actually going to use that for 10 car fishing. I'm actually going to go buy some flies next time I go to Walmart, and then I can do some 10 car fishing. Basically, it'd be 10 car fishing, from what I've seen anyway. I've been looking at it quite a few different ways, and from what I see anyway, it looks like that the way I'm going to try to do it is going to work. Yeah, man. I mean, I got to thinking about it, and I got to thinking that basically, like you said in one of your live streams that I commented on, that a 10 car rod and a cane pole basically have no difference. And I got to thinking, I have I think it's 12 foot. If I remember right, it's a 12-foot cane pole. And we actually used to use it for bluegill a lot. And I got to thinking, why couldn't I just use that? So, yeah, I know it's a song. What is that commercial from? It's from a commercial, ain't it? But yeah, so kind of doing a giveaway. Hey, Julian. I'm kind of doing, or not doing a giveaway anyway. That's standard 10 car length. Is it? Awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it's like an extendable cane pole. It's free day. Yeah. But I'm actually doing kind of it's spring break weekend. Must be for where you are, but it's not here. My spring break is March 29th is when it starts. I'm doing all right. But I'm actually doing a kind of a what is it called? Oh, an unboxing. I had a stupid one with there. I actually bought this brand new swim jig, and I got a second swim jig on this rod here. They're both Strike King swim jigs. It's a dress. What does that mean? You're fine, Julian. That one there's in I think it's called Smoke Shad, and the other one's in Blueback Herring color. Yeah, I have that one tied on my bait caster. That thing in your hand, it's a dress. This? Are you talking about this? This is a swim jig. What am I doing? I'm hoping to go fishing tomorrow. Try not to hit the ceiling fan. I'm hoping to get to go fishing tomorrow. This is called a swim jig. For you guys that don't know. Yep, that's what this is called. This is called a swim jig. The shorter one, the one with all the static, I think that one there was really cool. Yeah. But I think the one that you did, I think it was the last one you posted with the static. I swim jig it. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's what this is called. This is called a swim jig. Just because it's like a jig and you use it as a swim jig. Yeah, man, no problem, man. I thought the last one was a cooler one because it was short, and some people that don't really like those long intros, and there's a lot of channels that have like whole minute long intros. Oh, you're watching TV? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of, I got bored, and I have a half hour to kind of waste. Actually, you know what? I'm supposed to be making a cake, actually. And so, yeah, I'm kind of making a mistake doing this now. I just realized. I was supposed to make a cake yesterday. It's not like a birthday cake or anything. It's just a cake that I wanted to make. We found, I think it was like 50 cents or something. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it was like 50 cents or something. It was a chocolate marble cake. I'm supposed to be in there making it. I was supposed to make it yesterday, but I forgot to. I think at 7:30 is when I'm going to shut this down because I'm going to make a cake and then get that over with. So, yeah. So what are you guys up to? Who's in the toilet? Nobody's in the toilet. There ain't nobody in the toilet. Just chilling. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm doing. Kind of bored. Ain't much on TV. Fishing shows, there's not really much on. The only thing hunting channel wise is on that's goose hunting, and I don't care for that. So, you know, kind of bored. It's dark outside now, so I can't be throwing lures. Yeah. Let's see how many people we can get in here. I'm pretty sure, like, my personal best of how many people, if I remember right, it's 12. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's 12. Game Boy might know. Do you know? Is it? Hey, Tasha Time. What's up? I'm just doing kind of a live unboxing. I got to thinking, you know, I've only got 2 lures to unbox, so I figured I would just, you know, do a live stream and show you guys the lures. I'll probably show them in a future video. I'm thinking about actually putting 2 videos. Nothing, just watching a live stream of a person who is bored and wearing a shirt called "My Shirt is Brighter Than Your Future." Alright, man. Sounds cool. Sounds like you're having a better night than I am, man. Just at work. Yeah. Yeah, I just got bored and thought, you know what, since I have these 2 brand new lures, I just figured, you know what, why not do a live stream? The Fly Fishing Ninja, he done a live stream earlier, completely didn't even get the notification for it on both videos. Believe it or not, I have 2 phones linked to YouTube, and neither one of them gave me a notification for it. How stupid is that? None of them, both of them. And, you know, this one here that I'm making the video with now, me and my brother were in there listening to, what all were we listening to? We were listening to Ram Jam, Black Betty. If you've ever heard that song, it's a good song. It's an old song. I was listening to AC/DC, which if you guys seen my shirt in my last video, you know why. I like AC/DC. It's probably one of my only favorite rock bands there is. Guns N' Roses, I listened to a little bit of them. I got a pretty mixed up playlist though. I mean, if you go to my playlist, it's crazy looking. Oh, oops, sorry if it went off there. Let me get that off of there. Okay, what was those? I just missed a couple. One of my videos I was gonna release today was deleted by YouTube. Really? That's weird. King, it's been a while since I have, for a long time yet. But yeah, I got a very crazy playlist of music. I mean, it goes from Johnny Cash, Hank Williams to AC/DC, the White Stripes, Eminem. It's a very mixed up thing. Hey, Elite Bass Stick, what's going on, man? Nice to see you back in here. I'm thinking about either doing one of these live videos, you know, talking about, you know, stuff that I do it's not fishing related, but stuff that I like to do and stuff like that. Possibly, I don't know. You know, something that I actually did that I think is pretty cool. I forgot to say that Happy Fun Friday. I'm pretty sure you said that. Great, thanks up, guys. Nothing much, man. I just got 2 brand new swim jigs. This one here is a, what is it called again? I just lost my train of thought. It's called Blueback Herring. Hey, Gavin. Gavin's Outdoor Channel. What's up, man? Anyway, yeah, I got 2 brand new swim jigs. I got this one here, and then I got another one. The other one is in Smoke Shad color. They're both Strike Kings. I actually got them both today, which was awesome, and I actually paired them up with the Little Dipper swim baits that I bought the other day from Academy. These here. So yeah. Do you know Smile HD? Is it a channel or something? I don't. So, but something you guys may not know about me is I actually wrote a book one time. It was a small book. It wasn't a very big book. It was a kind of a, I guess you could say, a motivational book. It's a messed up video. Huh. I might have to check it out then, just because you say it's messed up. I'll see how messed up it really is, and then I'll come back to one of your videos and tell you how messed up it is. But I actually wrote a children's, it's kind of a children's book, but it's kind of not. I actually wrote it. Thanks for subbing, Tasha. I will sub to you back. Yeah, subscribe to everybody, man. Subscribe back and forth and support each other's channels. But I actually wrote kind of a motivational book, and I never got it published, though. I was always going to send it to a publishing place. Oh, is it a real gore thing? There's a new video I made from this morning. Yeah, I watched it. But yeah. Yeah, I actually wrote a whole book, and it was like probably 20 or 30 pages long. It wasn't a very long book, but it was like a really motivational book. And I kind of wrote it like when I was really depressed, and that time, you know, because if you guys don't know, I actually deleted the video. It's not even AGR restricted. Oh, really? You don't know how to spell age, do you? There you go. But yeah, it was right at like the beginning of my like depression and all that. Because I used to be, if you guys don't know, because I did make a video and then I ended up deleting it just because you know, starting my YouTube channel, I didn't want people to see that. I was going to make it private, but I accidentally deleted it. But yeah, I used to be really depressed, and actually there was quite a few times where I was very suicidal and was actually planning to kill myself. But I'm out of that stage now, and I'm really glad that I am, because I would have never met all you guys, and I would have never, you know, started the channel at all. Depression does suck, and I try to help anybody who has been through it or who is going through it, because it's, you know, there's a lot of people that think depression is not even a thing. You know, there's a lot of people that that don't even, a lot of people think that depression is just the feeling of sadness, and it's not just the feeling of sadness. Yeah, I am too. Thank you. I'm glad to be out of that place, because, you know, and the worst part about it was I was doing basically everything wrong in that situation. I should have been talking to people and all that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how depression works. Depression is basically the feeling of you don't need to be in this world anymore. This is my version of depression. There's actually quite a few, and I'll tell you about the 2 ones that I know the best. And the way I was is I just felt like I didn't have a reason in the world. Well, you guys got to go. See you later. Nice to see you again. All right, man. See you later, and hope you have a good day. But yeah, the depression I had was basically the feeling that you didn't need to be alive anymore. You didn't need to be on this earth anymore, basically. You just had no purpose, and it's a very bad thing. I just lost a very good friend to suicide. It's so sad. It is, man. And I do send my condolences to you. You have my prayers in your time of need, because that is, it's a sad thing, and it's a bad thing, and it happens way too often. But the depression I had was just the feeling of not being needed, not being wanted, even though I know for a fact there was a lot of people that loved me and they didn't want me to go. I just felt like that there was no reason for me to be alive. And then the other depression is from pregnant women. Now, I know I've never been through it, obviously, but I do know a couple people that have. And there was one person that my mom works with that when she had her baby, and she is actually still kind of in that situation, but she actually got really depressed and was thinking about doing suicide and actually was writing suicide notes. And it's a very bad thing. You know, basically, what a pregnant woman would go through is they take care of this baby inside their belly for months and months, and then all of a sudden they don't have to anymore. Even though they do have to take care of the baby on the outside, they feel like there's no reason to be alive. Thanks. I had no idea he had a lot of people who loved him. I would have done anything for him. It's bad, I know. I once had a depressed friend, but I moved away right in the middle of it. To this day, I still don't know what happened to him. I wish I can see him again one day. Yeah, that's sad, man. But it's not. It's the one of the worst parts about it is how common it is. I mean, it's very common. I think you're talking about postpartum depression. I think that's the one I'm talking about too. And hello to you. I think this is one of the first times that you've been in one of my live streams. If I remember right, you might have been in one of them. I don't remember. I do know I'm subscribed to you, so I do know that you're there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're right. Postpartum depression is the one where they have the kid and they feel really depressed. I had that with my first pregnancy. It's hard. Yeah, that's what she's going through. She just had her first kid, I think 7 or 8 months ago, and she's been going through it. Hey, PGH's Bottom Feeders, what's up? I'm just kind of talking about stuff from the past and about the depression that I used to go through a lot. I don't know how we kind of got off of track from talking about a book that I wrote, but hey, Florida kids, what's going on, man? There is also a disorder, depression. It's when you love your life but somehow depressed and don't know why. Yeah, I kind of have that still a little bit, not a whole lot, but I mean, I don't want to kill myself anymore. I've told myself I'm not going to do that. I had to tell myself that my thoughts don't matter my heart, or that my thoughts don't match my heart, but it's going to be okay. Yeah, I'm still going through depression. Oh man, if you need anybody to talk to, man, just talk to me. Come and comment on my videos and stuff, man. I'll talk to you if you have any problems. None much. Just did our Lemon for Leukemia challenge. I actually seen that. I watched that video. I didn't get to finish it though because I had other things to do. I had to vacuum. Hey buddy, I can't stay, but congratulations on beating depression. My son's going through it and is also winning the battle thanks to doctors and love from family and friends. I'm glad that that he's beating it, because it is a very tough thing, and it's hard to beat sometimes. And the end result is always bad. Especially if you lose. Hey brother, when you feel depressed, grab your rod and hit the lake, river, or wherever you fish. Yeah, yep, that's what I try to do now. But yeah, get back to where I was though. Is I actually, when I was depressed, get that one out of here. Whoever can you get that one out of here? I don't know how to get that one out of here. Troll, I guess it is. That's kind of a very random one to put on there. Anyway, though, but I actually made... See, I've tried to do that and I don't know how to do that. Report it. I'll try to. See if I can from this phone. I don't know if I can. think I got it off there. Yeah, I got it off there. All right. Anyway, get back to what I was talking about. I actually wrote a book. That's not acceptable. Get detained. Yeah, I removed the comment from this phone, actually. I reported it. But yeah, I wrote a book. It was like a motivational book. And it was to basically, the book is, it actually came from a long time ago when we used to trap for muskrat, beaver, otter, and raccoons, possums, stuff like that. I actually found a tree one time. This was a gigantic tree, huge tree, and I actually that book was about a small beaver that actually it was like a you're told by all the other people that you can't do it, you can't cut down the tree basically, and he ended up at the end of the book cutting down the tree, and I never got it published. I probably should. I don't even know where the book, like the notebook I wrote it on, is. I'd have to dig it out. Where'd everybody go? Everybody still there? Okay, I didn't know. Everybody kind of got quiet there for a second. I was wondering if like the stream ended or something. Like it was still going on this phone. I didn't know. Sorry, I was doing something. Oh, okay. Alrighty then. I was confused because everybody just went quiet. But yeah, that book was pretty cool. I actually wrote it like 3 or 4 years ago. I have no clue where the notebook is. I might have to get it out and try to rewrite it because my handwriting used to be horrible back then, so it's probably god awful looking. But I might actually rewrite it and try to publish it. Who knows? I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety disorder. Well, I'm glad that you've made some progress. Mine still is low. Lou. What does that mean? What are you talking about? Well, I'm glad that you've made progress. I pray to the Lord I got rid of negative people. Now I want to read it. Yeah, it was a pretty good book. I thought it was anyway. I mean, you know, on the news, a 10-year-old kid committed suicide because some person recording him. Yeah, that's sad. We are lucky here in Australia. We have a 24-hour day helpline because Beyond Blue and yeah, I actually was gonna call the suicide help number once, and then I actually realized that I'm pretty sure it actually costs money. From what I heard anyway, there's like a toll fee, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna pay to tell somebody that I was, depression. I was in depression. People these days are so cruel. They are. Nowadays, it's awful. And, I mean, it's only getting worse because people are turning soft. They're all, there's a lot of people that just are, words start hurting them. I hope you find the book. You can self-publish it. Yeah, I thought about that when I first wrote it. That'd be pretty cool. I'd have a book. It's all free here, really. See, I heard that it's like you have to pay so much for it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it does. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know if it does or not. Hey, Backroad Fisher, what's up? I didn't even see your comment there. I know I seen somebody come up there that was new, but I didn't even see who it was. It's all free there. Yeah, I didn't even know that there was one until I actually heard, what was that? Logic. You guys ever hear of the rapper Logic? He came out with a song, and it was like titled the suicide hotline number. Okay, I'm getting a few here. They even come to you if you need to talk to someone one-on-one. Wow, that's actually cool. I mean, I'm glad they do that because the people around here wouldn't do that. the person is depressed and could kill themselves, and you want money. Why? I know, and it's money is king. That's all. That's all I can say from that. I mean, it's just like a church. I mean, there's churches around here that you literally have to pay to get in. Like, you literally have to pay to be at the church. It's stupid. People, money. It's greed. Yeah. After I finally, like, literally, it lasted for like 5 years. My depression did. Yeah, it's funded by the government. That's cool though. I didn't know that they would do that. But getting back to that comment there, after I finally told my mom and dad, I literally just told them at the end of last year about my depression. I hadn't told them about it. And now they talk to me a lot more and stuff. Because the worst thing you can do if you're depressed is keep it all bottled up. It's the worst thing. Money can build together a team and destroy the world at the same time. Yes, it can. Jesus would destroy those temples. Yeah. Amen. Yep, you're right. Yep, you're right there, because, I mean, the church is not a place that you should have to pay. It's not right in any form of anything. And what's crazy is, even like my mom, she told me back many years ago that it was the same way back then. That you'd have to pay just to get into churches, and you'd have to pay to be there during the church. What is it called? You know, where the preacher talks. I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember the actual word. What is it called? A sermon, I think, is how you say it. I might be wrong. But yeah, I actually used to be really depressed, and I'm super glad that I'm out of that place. And I try to help whoever is still in that place to get out. And I'm glad that you're doing a lot better than you were back then. Maria? I don't know. I want to say it's Maria. I don't. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but sometimes when I'm in a bad mood. Yeah, I think what helped me overcome depression is understanding what the symptoms were. I heard depression is an illness of stillness. Yeah, that's actually kind of what helped me a little bit. And another thing that helped me a lot. Did I say it right? Awesome. I'm glad that I said it right. But, something else that actually helped me a lot was music. I don't know why, but there's two completely different music singers that actually helped me a lot through it. And what really helped me was because they were, and the two singers were Johnny Cash and Eminem. Two completely different ends of the spectrum of music. But the fact that they went from, and also Hank Williams, but the fact that they went from being poor, people in poor areas of towns, and people that were in bad areas of town and all that. I wonder what would happen if music did not exist. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, it would be a lot different if it never existed, but I mean, if it took it away now, I don't know what would happen. Yeah. And that's something that has happened to a lot of people. And, people try to open up, and people just kind of push them back. I've seen that happen. What happened then? Oh, the music thing. Yeah, I actually just realized that these people were going from basically nothing. Like, they were poor. I'm sorry if the lighting looks bad. The lighting kind of looks bad. I got this flashlight. It's not very bright. It doesn't look very bright on camera. But anyway, I kind of realized that the people were going from very poor and very bad places of town, and they rose up from nothing and then just became very famous people that were famous for a lot of things. Sorry, I have had a notification. But I just kind of got to thinking that they went from being very poor and very how do I say it? Um, Not wealthy. Basically, they were not in good areas. It's it's totally normal. It's hard to really understand at first. It is. And once you realize that you're depressed and all that, and basically what's going on, you can get out of it if you catch it in time. But there's sometimes that it just you can't catch it in time. But I got to realizing that these people went from nothing and became very, very famous people in their respective times. I mean, even, Johnny Cash and Eminem were completely different time eras and completely different spectrum of music, but they were good at that time. I just want to know what's sad. Justin Bieber has more subscribers than Eminem. Yeah, I know, right? I think what's very bad is that Despacito song. I hate that song. I cannot stand it. But that song has more views than almost all Johnny Cash songs. I think it has more views than all Johnny Cash songs on YouTube. That's sad. And Eminem. I think that there's only one video, and I think it's what is it called? It's strange to me. I know it's very strange that these newer music that have only been out for a year maybe has beaten out all these music that have been around for 20 years. But yeah, I just realized that these people came from nothing, very poor communities, very kind of a trashy community, honestly, kind of like that, but went from that to becoming very, very famous. And I just got to thinking, I could come from where I'm at now and become a famous person if I put my mind to it. Become something better than just another person walking in a crowd. I want to become a professional bass fisherman. I want to become a YouTuber like I am. I want to teach people. That's why I started my channel. And I'm really thankful that I got out of the situation I was in. Yeah. And I think that at like the end of it, like before I told my mom and dad, I think they started realizing that there was something different in like the way I acted back when I would. Yeah, that's the best thing you can do. And I'm very glad that you're out of that depression that you was in. And MD Melbourne, I hope that your son will get out of it. I hope he beats it because he said earlier that he was on the winning side of it. I hope he does because it's a sad thing and one of the only. Yeah, exactly. What matters just like my mom and dad said, it happened in the past and now you can make you can't change the past but you can make your future brighter. And I like that when they said that. I thought that was a very good quote. Thank you. And I'm glad that you're out of your situation as well. But yeah. Yeah, there was a video I watched a while back, and if you liked these kind of videos, if you want to cry, I guess you could watch it. I don't usually do that. He's still fighting with it, but he's under control now. I'm glad he is. I'm glad that he's winning the fight, and I'm glad that you guys have him to help him. Do I like mobile games? I actually don't play them. The only games I play are on PS3 and PS2. I don't even play DS anymore. I got to thinking that was just crappy anymore. I don't play DS. But I am glad that he has your guys' help through it because when I was going through it, I was going through it by myself, and it was only my fault that I was going through it by myself. What games do I like? UFC, racing games, hunting, and fishing games. That's the games I like. And also Call of Duty. But yeah, I was going through it by myself basically, and I'm really glad that my mom and dad, they kind of helped me there at the end. But I actually watched a video one time a long time ago that do you like Call of Duty? Yeah, I'd rather play Call of Duty over Battlefield. But anyway, what was I talking about? I just lost my train of thought. Could somebody remind me what I was talking about? Um, oh, now I remember the video I was talking about. But I actually watched a video a while back, and I forgot to. Yeah, I have a bad memory. But this video was of a kid. It was his mom and his dad and his brother, or not his brother, but his mom and his dad and his friend were talking about this, and it was a very sad situation, and it kind of resonated with me a lot for many different ways. And it was about this little kid. He was about 13, 14, and he was getting bullied a lot in school for being a hunter and a fisherman. Oh, I'm getting a bunch of comments here. All right, see you later, Melbourne. Yeah, Battlefield is okay, but seems like a plain rip-off of Call of Duty. It is. It really is. The only Battlefield I ever played was, I think, Battlefield 4. I think that's the only one I've ever played. But anyway, and it was about this kid who was about 13, 14, and he was getting bullied a lot for being a deer hunter and a fisherman, and I guess he was kind of close to the bullies because he got a text from one of the bullies and said, "Why don't you take those precious guns that you have and shoot yourself?" And I guess this kid was to the point that he was so depressed that he was like, you know what, why not? And he said, it's fine, you don't have to worry about me. Tomorrow I won't go to school. And the bully said, put up or shut up. And so, literally that same day, he went to school, said his goodbyes to everybody. No one said anything to him, made sure he was okay or anything. He said he told the bus driver, he said, don't worry, I'm not going to be at school tomorrow. Don't pick me up. Don't even try. And he went home. Well, when he got home, he had a shotgun, and he was sitting there in his house. And I guess he called his friend and told him that he's not going to be around anymore. And at that point, when his mom started talking about what happened next, I actually started crying, which is something that if you guys knew me, I am late. Yeah, it's alright though. I seen you as live though. But if you guys would have known me, I don't cry very much. I very rarely cry to sad videos or anything like that. But this point, I was crying because it was resonating so much with myself. Because I used to get bullied for being a deer hunter and a fisherman, and I was lucky enough to be homeschooled for like the rest of my life, basically, from the 5th grade on. But anyway, and he actually, yeah. A lot of people, I mean, there's people that think it's cool, but there's people that think it's bad and that you shouldn't do it and bully you basically because of it. And but he was getting bullied a lot, and he sat there in his room and he had the shotgun, and I guess that the mom and the dad were at their little brother's baseball game, or basketball, not baseball. There is nothing wrong with fishing. It is cool. I know it's cool, but some people don't think it is. And but they said that they had their neighbor go over and check on him. And when she walked through the door, the neighbor did, and said, what was his name? I actually think his name was Michael too, if I remember right. I think I saw that video. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his name was Michael too, if I remember right. I might be wrong. I'm going to have to get off here pretty soon because I think my dad's getting home. But anyway, the neighbor walked through the door and said, she yelled throughout the house, Michael, we love you. If I remember right, that's what it said. And she heard him say something along the lines of I love you too, and then he killed himself. And at that point, I was basically bawling because of how resonated I was with that video. And I watched that a couple years ago, basically in like the core part of my depression, and I'm so glad that I'm not in that point anymore. And it was a very sad video. It was probably one of the only YouTube videos I ever watched that I actually cried about. And it is a sad thing. And I think it actually is the only YouTube video I've ever cried about. Yeah, that's something I actually realized too. What's the video called? I don't know. I might be able to find it on this. Most bullies have bullies of their own and take it out on others. I've heard that a lot. I've seen it. Have you? Yeah, welcome Hunter Lopez to the live stream as well. But yeah, it was a sad video. Like I said, I don't cry a lot. I really don't. And just talking about it, yeah, this literally it's the first one that comes up. It's by a channel called Omeletto, and it says this boy killed himself because of this text. If you guys type that in, it's a 6-minute and 5-second long video. Bullying is the most dumbest thing you can do, but people bully because they are depressed too. Yeah, I've heard that a lot too. But it's literally, I only put kid commits SUI, and it was the first one to come up. It has 14 million views. And literally, like I said, I don't cry a lot. I very rarely cry. But that video, even me talking about it now, I got a little bit emotional because of it. Because it is a very sad video. Yeah, you did. Huh. But anyway, you guys, I think I'm going to have to get off here pretty soon. My dad should be getting home here in the next probably 10 minutes or so. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you go. I'm going to watch it later. What's the vid called? It says it's called This Boy Killed Himself Because of This Text. It's a 6-minute, 5-second long video. Kid commits suicide. You'd probably be able to find it off of that. But it shows one side of the thumbnail has a kid, and the next one has text on it. It's usually, okay, gonna watch it. It's a sad video, man. It's usually the nicest people who are the ones that get bullied. Their awesome hearts make them an easy target. And that, and Satan wants to get rid of the youth. That is actually very true. Do you? Okay. Gotta go. Alright, well, man, you can go ahead and watch it now because I'm going to have to get off here. I was supposed to get off here at 7:30, and I've already been on here 17 minutes longer. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my other videos if you're new to the channel. And I'm sorry to leave it on kind of a sad note, but I will do another video probably Monday, probably another live stream. So, see you later, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.